Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today we're going to take a look at P&S Frostbite. That is their Surface Cleanse Snowfoam. 16 ounces, correct that, 33 ounces, 1 quart for under 20 bucks, $19 and change. So if this is even half decent, it'll be a good buy. Let's give it a shot. We have a mid-90s Camaro here. It's been stored. It's dusty, gritty, dirty, has pollen on it, some watermarks. We're going to foam it down first. We're going to rinse it thoroughly. We're going to do a contact wash, and we'll do that all using the Double Black P&S Frostbite Surface Cleanse Snowfoam. $60 milliliters or 2 ounces in your foam lance, and the rest 3/4 of the way up with warm water into your foam lance. As you can see here, not a whole lot of the foam lance is filled with 2 ounces, the rest with water, so we're not wasting a lot of product. It doesn't take a lot of product to get nice, thick foam. I don't like the real thick, airy shaving cream type foam. I like more of a runny foam, so I have adjusted for that, and we're also going to have the dial up upon the foam lance adjusted for that as well, but to each their own. Another quick adjustment before we get going here. I'm going to dump what's in this foam lance into the MJJC version 3. It's a better lance, and it's cleaner as well. The one drawback is going to be the container or the reservoir, which is a thin, cheap plastic, and if it gets warm at all, warm water, the vacuum of the product being pulled through the draw tube will cause it to collapse at times. Just a heads up. Other than that, I really enjoy the lance. And of course, you'll easily be able to see nice thick foam for what's coming out of the pressure washer here. I have an electric pressure washer, 2300 psi, nothing overly powerful. I have the right lance with the right orifice, so that's important as well. But yeah, this is just right for me. So here it is with a nice fresh layer of foam. We're going to let that dwell for as long as I can indoors. It's probably going to be around 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so. And we'll come back and we're going to see, is it drying on the surface? Does the foam dissipate, disappear? Let's take a look. By the way, even after covering the whole vehicle with foam, we still have about 2 to 3 inches from the bottom of the Lance container here we can use the next time. At this point, we have 80% still laying and dwelling on the uppermost parts and panels facing upwards. On the side panels, we have about 45 to 65% still clinging. Starting to dry in some areas, no worries. As soon as we missed it, get a little bit wet, it will reactivate the soap so we can rinse it completely free. Quick disconnect the Lance, attach your nozzle, and point it down towards the ground. Make sure it is connected properly so it doesn't fly at the vehicle you're working on, chip the paint, or even dent it. Just a safety tip to pass along. Common sense. The foam rinses free very quickly. It's not clingy. So far, so good with this. Of course, still dripping wet. It already looks a lot cleaner, but we're going to let it dry completely, come back and take a look and see how much of the grittiness, the pollen, the light dust, it's removed before we get to the contact wash. And that's completely what this step is for. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it does enough that I keep it in my regimen, removing any grit that can get caught between the wash media and the clear while I'm rubbing, causing love marks. Taking a look at it completely dry now, it has removed a lot of the grittiness, the pollen, and the light dust, and we're now safe to move on to the next step. Okay, so I do like versatile products that can be used for more than one job, and a lot of the Snowfoams can be used for the contact wash in a bucket as well. This doesn't mention that, but I'm sure a lot of the companies like to have you buy a second container of shampoo to add to your arsenal. No need. I can tell you firsthand, this does fantastic, both as a foam and also in a bucket doing a contact wash. Another 60 ml or 2 ounces in the wash bucket, either 3 or 5 gallon, it doesn't matter, it's plenty. It will dissipate straight into the water. It won't be like a thick ribbon gliding to the bottom and nestling down onto your grit guard. Just put your nozzle in the water, pull the trigger, and let it foam up. That foam is nice and thick, doesn't dissipate quickly. But the most important part to me is the slickness I feel in my hands. A ton of slickness, and I hope that translates to the wash mitt. I do, in fact, feel a ton of lubrication. I can start at the very front of the car, run the mitt all the way up over the hood, windshield, roof, trunk, and I can still feel a ton of lubrication, still a ton of suds coming from the wash mitt. Yeah, I mean, so far this is decent both ways. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that you want to grab another mitt, or at least if you're doing a 2-bucket wash, dunk it into the grit guard, you could just use the same mitt over the whole vehicle and it would produce a ton of suds all the way through. I don't advise it, but I'm just telling you, the lubrication and the suds would be there if you choose so. Time to rinse thoroughly, and just like the foam, the soapy water rinses quickly and freely from the vehicle with no clinging at all. The Camaro's squeaky clean, looks fantastic, and we're not even at the correction part. So I could use this. I would order and definitely use this again. It's hard to tell the difference between a lot of shampoos, but this gets everything done that you can ask for it. It's not even advertised as being something you add to the bucket, but it can do both. I highly recommend. I'll put more information down below in the description box. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.